What's up, y'all? Back, Fresh Smooth Boxing TV. Just got off the fight. The TakeOver. TakeOver's back. TakeOver might be
Teofimo,
back.
he
He
improved
might
to
be back.
18-1,
He might be
13
back.
KOs. Takeover's back. I didn't love his performance, but I'm gonna let you go first.
Yeah, so Teofimo Lopez defeats Sandor Martin by way of it was a split decision, majority win. He he got knocked down in the second round. It was more of a flash knockdown. He was coming in. Got hit with a check left hook, really lost his balance coming in.
I was gonna say that really wasn't a knockdown, but
it was a good punch. It was a good, he landed
caught
at
him
the
at the
same
top
time.
of the head, like
it counts. It counts.
Absolutely.
Let some notice, be very, he was getting a little antsy in there. Sandor Martin is it's just a sneaky guy to fight. He's in and out. His stamina is really, really good because the way he fights is really hard to keep up with that kind of stamina. He's in and out, in and out. He's really sneaky. He's a southpaw. He's a guy that's really, really hard to look good against. But nonetheless, I thought Teofimo won the fight. People were like saying that, it was he might have lost that. I feel like Sandor Martin's inactivity and his lack of punch output really. I mean, you're in New York. You have to actually, do something in there. You have to land some big punches, and I don't feel like he landed enough punches on Teofimo. I think Teofimo's body work really was what carried him carried him to the decision. It was pretty wide by that last judge, but which I thought for a second Martin was going to win because it was so wide and with the knockdown and it made sense. But then again, it went to Teofimo because Martin was really, he reminded me Adrian Broner in there. He was just not throwing any punches. He wasn't doing enough.
He just wasn't. To me, I'm gonna piggyback off you. I feel like I agree. Sandor Martin is definitely a tough style to deal with. But I learned a lot about Teofimo tonight that a lot of people don't pick up on. I just like how this is where he'll give people trouble with his explosiveness, the way he's jumping in at you and that's just a lot to deal with. Yeah, and he was dealing with a very tough southpaw style that's hard to really crack, and he was still cracking him. But I don't know if his power carried up to 140. So now I'm like, yo, dog, all you've been doing is knocking out dudes. So if you ain't got the power, now what you going he didn't look. You got to think they rate. I'm thinking he's gonna come in there and walk through him. Get him out of there.
Yeah, and looking at the 140-pound division,
I don't think that's a real good fit for him right now. That's all I'm saying.
Truthfully, I feel like if he plans on becoming undisputed and obviously, taking over the 140-pound division, he's actually, I don't think he has that tough of a time doing it. We saw Regis Prograis. He's pretty much the best fight he got at 140. The rest of these guys, Jose Zepeda, Matias, Liam Paro. Jose Ramirez is a good fighter. He can give anybody trouble, but I think Teofimo Lopez's speed beats Jose Ramirez. Like I said, besides Regis Prograis, I feel like none of these guys are super bigger guys that Teofimo Lopez can't beat with his energy, his explosiveness, his punch output, and his speed.
Definitely the explosiveness, dude. That's hard to deal with.
And we look at the champions. So Josh Taylor, would he beat a Josh Taylor? That's the main question, right? Josh Taylor has 2 of the belts.
Yeah.
How would he fare against a Josh Taylor in the UK? That would be a big fight. I know right now he's number 1 in the WBO. So
I just feel like that.
I don't know. I think
he should just keep working on his skills.
I think he beats Josh Taylor with his footwork. Truthfully, Regis Prograis couldn't get it done, but I feel like he does beat Josh Taylor. And Josh Taylor, obviously, I think the word of Josh Taylor is dope. He's a beast. If he stays at 140, doesn't go up to 147, and fights Teofimo, Teofimo might give him more than what he can handle. So
we've already seen that Teofimo is seasoning us to beat some of the greats. He already beat Lomachenko, and I think to me Lomachenko is one of the best fighters ever with the feet work, the in and out movement. You can never take nothing away from him. I just didn't really like his performance. I hope that he can bounce back and give a spectacular performance in the upcoming future. And I hope he keeps working on his skills. You don't become one-dimensional. Don't count on the power because you're going to need some more boxing skills at 140. That's just my personal opinion.
Yeah, well, he got. I mean, he's ranked number one now. So I mean, he's either gonna, and that was the number one. I believe that was WBC eliminator. That was WBC. That fight was WBC eliminator for now for Regis Prograis' title. So he either fights Regis Prograis for WBC championship at 140, or he fights. He's the number one ranked by WBO. So he will fight Josh Taylor for his belt. So either way, I mean, he has a championship fight coming up next. You know, that was the eliminator. So him versus Prograis, how does that fight go? That's a good scrap to me. That's a good fight. I like Regis Prograis. I like him. I think him and Lopez make a good fight. The speed of Lopez
I think it'd be a better fight than Taylor because it's gonna be more technical with Taylor. You know what I mean?
Like, right. So I like both fights. Taylor obviously having more of the reach advantage. But yeah, man, I feel like if he really wants to take over the 140-pound division, I think he actually has a good shot at it. To be honest with you, he could beat Regis Prograis. I think he could beat Regis Prograis. I think it'd be a good fight. People are gonna think there's no way he could beat Regis Prograis. He could beat Josh Taylor. He's really strong physically. He has good power and he has good speed. A guy with good power and speed. I mean, why can't he beat these guys? So I feel like, he wants to take over 140. Right now, he can. He really can. So we'll see what happens next. He has a championship fight. He's gonna he's fighting for a belt next. So yeah, man, we got Manny Pacquiao tonight. So
yeah,
what happens with the ex-champ?
Yeah, exhibition. But yeah, like I said, it was a great, performance by both dudes. Sandor Martin shows he still belongs. I mean, see what's next for him. But right now, we're just waiting to see how that 140 clears out and what's next for Teofimo. That's about it. That's all we got right there. Hey, we out, guys. Like, subscribe, follow the Instagram, Fresh and Smooth Boxing TV, YouTube. Show us some love, man. We out.